Hey everyone, I'm Felicia Kashiveroff, an ICF certified relationship coach and founder of Tend Task. Let me guess, your partner helped with bedtime last night, or maybe they babysat while you ran errands, or they're getting praised by your mother-in-law for giving you a break by taking the kids to the park. Here's something that's going to make you want to throw your phone across the room. Every single one of those phrases reveals exactly why you're drowning in the mental load while he gets a gold star for basic parenting. Today, we're deconstructing the language that keeps you trapped in default parent mode, and I'm giving you the exact reframes that transform helpful husband energy into equal partner reality. Because honestly, it's 2025. We're done pretending that parenting his own children is a favor to you. Let's start with what Allison Daminger's research at Harvard reveals about the mental load. Her groundbreaking study identified 4 distinct stages of cognitive labor: anticipating needs, identifying options, making decisions, and monitoring progress. Here's what's fascinating and infuriating about the language we use around parenting. When someone says they're helping with parenting, what they're actually revealing is that they see you as the manager and themselves as the occasional assistant. Now, this isn't conscious malice, it's inherited programming from generations of gendered parenting expectations. Think about it. You don't help with your own job responsibilities. You don't babysit your own children. You don't get praised for doing the basic requirements of your role. But somehow, we've collectively agreed that when a father feeds his own child breakfast, he's helping mom. In Fairplay, Eve Rodsky documented revealing language patterns around household responsibilities. She found that phrases like, "Can you help me with?" or "Thanks for watching the kids" were consistently present in households where women reported feeling overwhelmed and resentful. The energy behind this language is what keeps you stuck. When you say, "Can you help me get the kids ready?" you're unconsciously positioning yourself as the person responsible for making sure it happens. You're the project manager asking for assistance, not an equal partner dividing shared responsibilities. This becomes spiritually exhausting. Every time you use help language, you're reinforcing neural pathways that make you the default parent. You're rewiring your brain to see yourself as the one who should be thinking about everything first. Now, let's reclaim your energy and rewrite these patterns. I'm going to give you specific language reframes that shift the entire dynamic, backed by research on how linguistic changes actually reshape relationship roles. Instead of, "Can you help me get the kids ready?" try, "Can you handle getting Emma dressed while I pack lunches?" Notice the energetic difference. Handle implies ownership and capability. It assumes competence rather than assistance. Dr. John Gottman's research shows that when partners use language that assumes equal competence, relationship satisfaction improves significantly. Now, this one's going to sting, but we need to stop saying Dad's watching the kids tonight. He's not watching them, he's parenting them. They're his children too. When you frame it as parenting, you're energetically shifting from the assumption that childcare is your domain, where he occasionally assists, to the reality that you're both parents with equal responsibility for your children's well-being. Every time you thank someone for helping with parenting tasks, you're unconsciously reinforcing that these tasks are yours to manage. But when you say, "Thanks for handling bedtime," you're acknowledging their ownership of that responsibility. Allison Daminger's research also suggests that the language we use around household responsibilities can influence how couples actually distribute cognitive labor. The language rewires the assumptions. Instead of asking for help, start conversations with, "Let's figure out who's handling what this week." This immediately positions you as equal partners, dividing shared responsibilities rather than you as the manager delegating tasks. What happens energetically when you make these shifts? Every time you choose ownership language over help language, you're rewiring those neural pathways, both yours and your partner's. You're deconstructing inherited patterns that position women as default parents and men as optional assistants. This isn't just about fairness, though that matters enormously. It's about stepping into your power as an equal partner rather than an overwhelmed manager. When you stop asking for help and start assuming shared ownership, you're not just changing language, you're changing the fundamental energy of your partnership. Start with one reframe this week. Pick the phrase that makes you the most angry when you hear it and practice the new language. Notice the internal resistance, both yours and potentially your partner's. That resistance is exactly where the transformation happens. Remember, you're not just changing words, you're deconstructing generations of conditioning that taught us that mothers are responsible for children's well-beings, while fathers are responsible for showing up when asked. That's some deep, energetic work, and it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. But that discomfort is absolutely worth it, because once you've removed helping language from your vocabulary and your psyche, you've actually cleared the space to move on to the next step of truly sharing the mental load, building systems that support you. When both partners operate from a foundation of equal ownership, you can start having conversations about who's actually thinking ahead about doctor's appointments, who's tracking when the kids outgrow their clothes, and who's managing the emotional labor of birthday parties and school events. The language shift is just the beginning. It's what makes the deeper work possible. Your children deserve to see both parents as equally capable, equally responsible, and equally invested in their well-being. When you stop using help language, you're not just protecting your own energy, you're modeling what equal partnership actually looks like. The research is clear, the reframes work, and honestly, your future self, the one who isn't drowning in mental load, is going to thank you for making these shifts now. If you're ready to dive deeper into creating truly equitable partnerships, check out the Tend Technique program. Link is in the description. I help couples deconstruct these patterns systematically and build relationships that actually work for both people. What phrase drives you absolutely insane? Drop it in the comments. Let's commiserate and then reframe together. And don't forget to subscribe for more research-backed reality checks about modern relationships. Thanks for watching. And remember, parenting isn't a favor. It's a shared responsibility that deserves shared language.